Bridget, you and me together. Guard the night. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we got to know each other quite well, actually, including up here on top of Hardhay Palace. This time, we're gonna go investigate rumors of some bandits back in Torgoth. Let's leap into the night. That's death. She already laid down in midair in preparation to die. At least she's classy about it. You know what, actually, I've been meaning to jump off a cliff as Morag, and I mean every word of that. Listen to how this babe can yell. That's a work of art.
Next time?
All right, well, relishing in death aside, we want to go check out the informant, as they have a rumor here. He charges even the government for these secrets. Hey, feels better to swindle the swindlers than it does anyone else. Core Crystal Hunters. A bandit group has been targeting folk transporting core crystals in Torgoth. It is the Special Inquisitor's job to keep the people safe.
Let's rest a spell.
Let us proceed.
Before we actually go investigate that, we're gonna need some new biceps on our arms. The time has come to awaken another blade. Morag, you're going to be taking the Divine Core Crystal. I didn't mean to grab this so early. It's obtained from an NPC in Argentum that I accidentally talked to a while ago. Just so you know, this blade is paid DLC. Let's go.
The name's Corvin. Your foes won't stand a chance while I'm around. Hey, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I really am that good. Catch you later.
I am gyrating with excitement. Do you hear me? Corvin is my favorite blade in the game. I love this guy. First of all, I want to draw attention to his stats down there. There is so little bad about this guy. He's a tank class, already a good fit for Morag. He's not really bad at anybody though. He has a high block rate, a high critical rate. He gives 35% more defense and 45% more either defense and 25 strength. Seriously? Those stats are glorious. Just those alone would make him good. And we're not even remotely through all the cool things about him. My squire, take it away. Corvin was who I was saving the Uralite ship for. It gives strength plus 50 and some damn good stats, raising his critical hit rate up to 30%. I could go for, ooh, that's higher auto attack. That's a higher rate, 45%. Gonna give the Uralite ship though. Corvin is a unique weapon class called the Uchigatana. Can't find this anywhere else. This is a historical weapon once wielded by samurai. It plays similarly to the Chroma Katana, but with some different arts at its disposal. Those are Light Splitter. It's a smash art that hits one target, and it increases damage dealt in the front by 50%. Excellent fit for Morag, filling out our driver combo even better, and he is guaranteed to have at least some smash art on any driver. That means he is the only smash art that Nia can ever get. You can have him on Rex and get roughly the same benefits as his Chroma Katana set. You could have him on Morag and have a damn good tank who has really good defensive stats and has a smash art for. You could give him to Nia and have the only smash art that she's able to get. There's no bad driver for this guy. I had some people actually kind of upset in the comments that I wasn't awakening him sooner and putting him on Rex because there's just no bad way to use him. I just thought that Morag was the driver that made the most sense and Rex had no shortage of guaranteed blades coming in like Wolf frickin' Rock. He has a guaranteed evasion art. He has increased damage to enemies targeting the user on this one. He's got increased aggro drawn. I don't know if I'll go for the increased aggro drawn because oh gosh, the recharge on that is really good actually. I love all 4 of these arts. Sure. You know what? You are so good, I'll use a weaponry for noobs on you. And we'll level up your smash art effective immediately. I know for sure I want the guaranteed evasion art, because that's the best thing that tanks can really do. And now, Corvin has 3 Aux cores, because what's balancing, am I right? You can have an affinity max attack too. I'll give you, maybe not an elemental orb ender, but I'll give you... Mithra, time to take your clothes off, because Corvin's gotta wear them. You can take a fusion combo up 3, because I like using Topple with your level 1 special a lot. Corvin, you're gonna put on massive melee Mithra. Corvin's critical hit rate and the benefits he sees from critical hits are so great that he's one of only 2 other blades besides Mithra that I actually recommend massive melee Mithra for. He's amazing with it. Outdoor attack up 2, because we're not using Wolfric in the party for a while. Okay, that's looking pretty keen. As we're walking around, look at this guy. He's got this scarf made of feathers, and the feathers fly off it toward the camera, an effect unique to only him. Oh, he's so cool!
Girls?
No. Blades. But who?
Some nice core crystals you got there, drivers. Hand them over and nobody has to get hurt.
It's for your own good.
Looks like we found the core crystal hunters we were after. Huh. So you have heard of us. Come on now, hand over the crystals.
Shall we, Praxis?
But of course, dear Theory. Let's go!
In spite of all my fears, I can see it oh so clear! Corvin! Is starting us off with his first battle skill, Ensis Lucius. At max affinity, he does more damage and has a higher evasion rate. This is seriously what we're starting with, not even what we're ending on. In a game that is notorious for having such tiny distinctions in characters' abilities, having their own separate skills, it's kind of ridiculous that this one is all one skill giving him 2 separate, very good buffs all at the same time. He's so cool. Ally Custody, eh? Fills the party gauge every time he lands a critical hit. Like I said, you really, really want to have his criticals up. Look at how much we already have.
Ha! You're not half bad.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Praxis, it's Imperial soldiers.
Come on, time to go, Theory.
Yeah.
Wait!
Don't move!
Why is there ice cream truck music faintly playing in this cutscene? It started during the fight and it's carrying... I don't know what's going on here.
I'm sorry. It seems I caused too much of a disturbance.
Ah! Special Inquisitor Morag! My sincerest apologies. But what brings you here?
We were, as it happens, in battle with the core crystal hunters terrorizing the area.
Ah, we've heard rumors.
Indeed. The culprits whom we were fighting were 2 blades. It's likely that they'll have others conspiring with them, drivers included. We'd certainly appreciate the Army's assistance in this matter. But could I first ask you to report the details to your superior?
Absolutely, Inquisitor.
All right, shall we head over to Torrigoth Relay Base?
Cutting me off when I'm explaining my boy. We'll get into his third battle skill soon enough. Whoa. Do you know anything about Tantal? I know I got a Merc mission there, even though I can't go to it, even though I can't go there. Apparently there's some ruins there with a blade sealed inside. Some kind of scary blade that's supposed to bring disaster. That's what my great-grandpa said anyway. I'm totally gonna go there and find that blade someday. Not if I do first. Next up, we're going to Torrigoth Relay Base. And now that the Special Inquisitor herself is in our party, these guys are not targetable as enemies. In fact, some of them will even talk to us normally. Padraig! I'm your biggest fan! What's Special Inquisitor Morag doing here in Torrigoth? Oh, please forgive me. Please forget I said anything. I, Padraig, will humbly carry out my duty as is expected of my station. So, this guy, after what happened, after the incident with the water tower and Rex and everybody getting away, Padraig was demoted back to just being a foot soldier again. And can we talk about how not okay this is? Padraig's goal was to keep the people of Torrigoth safe and capture members of Torna, which he did. And then he got in trouble for not capturing the Aegis, which he successfully was part of an operation that lured the Aegis into the Torrigoth Relay Base right where the Inquisitor was supposed to apprehend him. And no offense to your greatness, Morag, but you were actually the one who failed the objective. The only thing Padraig ever did wrong was not know what the color green was. And I've heard a fan theory that Padraig might be colorblind because he sounded nervous when Council Dougal was pointing out what the color green was.
The blade with the emerald.
Consul Dougal, sir. I'm not exactly sure what colour emerald is supposed to be.
Oh, give me strength! It's green, you idiot! Emerald is green! Like this! Green! Get it, ya clod?
Oh, green! I get it now. So, emeralds are green. Huh.
You dunderhead!
Yeah, you hear that? He sounds really unsure of himself, like, oh, green, yes, of course. It's possible that he is, and he really did nothing wrong. It was all Morag and Dougal's fault that entire thing failed. Padraig succeeded in everything he tried to do, except know what the color green was. You can also talk to Padraig on the streets of Torrigoth after this exchange, and he still doesn't recognize Pyra as green. I'm by your side, man. I want justice for you. Justice for Padraig. I had to get that out of my system because I always found that to be so unfair to the guy as somebody who loves him more than the sun. 2 blades. Yeah, that corroborates what we've heard. How much does the Department of Safety know? Honestly, not a lot. We know their names are Praxis and Theory, and that's about it. We're on a manhunt for them and their drivers, but we don't have much to go on. So far, no one's even seen what they look like. I see. Double meanings. I've heard there are similar incidents happening in other countries. Might they be related, do you think? It's highly probable. We've had similar disturbances in Gormont lately, and those 2 blades were sighted there too. The problem is we've lost so many of our men to them already. If you've already got the military on the case, can't you just send a bigger party to get them? I'm afraid the capital's standing army just aren't going to mobilize for just 2 rogue blades. Having said that, the Department of Safety don't have the capacity to deal with this large-scale operations like this. But we can't just let them run rampant. If we were to try and apprehend these criminals, would you assist us? You would help us! But of course, having the Special Inquisitor's assistance in this matter would be most reassuring. That's all well and good, but how exactly are we supposed to catch them? So what now? We go wandering about town carrying core crystals around in plain sight? They're being cautious now, but parade 100 core crystals under their noses, and I bet that'll change. Yeah, we probably shouldn't expect to go up against those 2 and come out of this unscathed. Oh, there's no reason we should play ourselves straight into their hands. What's your plan, Morag? Rather than waiting for them to appear, we should lure them into a situation that will be advantageous for us. With the Department of Safety on our side, we should be able to assemble a decent number of troops. We'll divide their attention between us and a second unit, keeping them apart with we'll minimize casualties. How will we get them to split up though? By spreading rumors. Rumors. We'll spread rumors that the two deals involving smuggled core crystals are going down in two separate locations. If we circulate the secret to enough merchants in the area, then the culprits will take the bait. We can use the merc group to spread the rumors without our enemies catching on. It'll still be pretty tough dealing with one of them alone. But I know we'll be fine, but will the others be able to handle them? Those not versed enough in battle can be supported by the merc group when we set the plan into motion. Would the Department of Safety be okay with this? Indeed, we're fully on board with you. We'll start organizing a capture squad immediately. Good, then let's commence the operation. It's always the merc group lately. New mission for more ordained. 5 minutes later. New merc mission available. False rumor. Males, females, and animals are necessary to do this.
Everyone, come join the breeze shooters.
See you in 20 minutes. 12 minutes. Much better.
Seriously, it was a job and a half, because when we went to see the guy, there was another guy, and he was like, hey, do this other job. So then we did, but when we got back, he was like, it's free, right? And we were like, nah, and he was like, you better report in then.
I had no control over that. I was gonna make some kind of quip of I'm sure talking was very difficult for... I've never heard that clip before. That's amazing. We must give thanks. After accomplishing that, we have to go back to the Torrigoth relay base where I am right now. Oh, this is gonna take us someplace in More Ardain. I have to say, quite impressed. We've noticed the false rumors have started to spread. The core crystal hunters are sure to bite now. We've already got a capture squad at the ready. All we need now is the merc group support. It's another merc mission. This is our first merc mission that has an unknown time to complete. What we need to do is go to Voldorm's Mound in More Ardain during this merc mission. I remember that on first playthrough, I thought that this meant you just didn't know how long it was going to be and you had to wait around. So I left the game running for hours, kept going doing other things. I'd even leave the game running when I wasn't playing. And it was driving me nuts that it had been 8 hours and yet it still wasn't done, wondering what the hell I was doing wrong. Turns out, no. Gotta read the quest objective. Turns out, no. I'm just bad at reading. That's the source of a lot of my problems in video games and life in general, now that I think about it. Another thing that went wrong for me when I was practicing for this,
Let's see.
when I had to wait 20 minutes for that last merc mission, the previous one where we had to spread the false rumor, it was really late at night, but I wanted to finish this quest before bed so I'd made meaningful progress for the day, and I looked at that timer and I went, I want to go to bed. I guess I just gotta buy some Google Play credits to get this done, and then I realized, oh wait, I'm not playing a mobile game. Some gamers might show that as a sign of a larger problem that this game's mechanics remind me of a mobile game, but I thought it was really funny that I made that mistake just subconsciously without even thinking about it. So, we have to go out this way. Oh, this isn't where we have to go at all. Midoral Bridge. Young Midoral, you too can become a hero. Going down. Let's hop onto this ledge. Ooh, that's quite a fall. Hopefully your kneecaps can shatter into a million pieces.
We were careless before.
I die in such silly ways for what kind of heroes we are. We'll go down here. Anything to soften the blow a little bit. Can I land on that beam? Yes. And then can I fall from this height? Well, either way, cutscene activated.
Look!
Don't move.
Great! You meant well. But still, you've fallen into our trap.
Huh?
Pincer attack! We in tight squeeze!
Looks like they read us like a book.
You thought you had us, did you? I've put paid to 1,000 fools like you in my time. And you thought I wouldn't see right through your little plan. I think your little soldier friends have already copped it about now.
I think you underestimate the Ardanian Empire.
I'm not so sure. We're quite the capable bunch too, you know. Since we're putting all the core crystals we've taken to very good use.
Well, we'll just have to put those skills to the test then, won't we?
I'm gonna enjoy this. Praxis! Theory! Take him down!
We split into two, but we didn't count on one thing. They split into four. Didn't see that coming, did ya? Corvin, to finish him off from before. We'll start off with his level 1 special, because I earned it right away. This is Fuga de Monum. It's like they knew my biggest weakness is having to pronounce everything right, and they gave all the impossible names to my favorite blade. This one does good damage, and it heals the entire party on landing a hit. So to recap, he has increased damage, increased evasion rate, criticals that fill the party gauge, and party healing. You wanna know what else he does? His final battle skill, Ictus, recharges his arts when he evades attacks, leading into Morag's playstyle even further. And he's got a smash art, and just what can you not do, boy? Saved my life, apparently. Nia, you better get your ass over here. Nia! Could you have walked any slower? Okay, back up. Dromark, you've earned your stripes, show them off. His level 2 special, I got cut short a little bit there, is a 5-hit, also AoE attack with an increased critical chance, pierce, and knockback, and it has the unique effect of being the only move in the game, art, special, or otherwise, that removes enemy berserk status. Whenever the enemy gets mad because their HP is below half, just use this and they won't be so mad anymore. We flowed right into his level 3 special. Look at this. A multi-hit blitz with increased critical hit chance on every hit. And after using it, he is guaranteed to evade the next number of attacks that would have otherwise hit him. This is a spammable special that's pretty easy to build up due to how much of an art spammer he is. I like special recharge on him for this reason, and it can make him near unhittable if you just keep using it. Plus, this means that he pairs well with Mithra because she raises the entire party's evasion chance. Light combos into itself and the blade combos, they're a good mix. And now for Corvin's level 4 special.
Focus on the right point! Let nothing distract you!
You need a wake-up call! You want to taste the Durandal? You got it! Cut it!
Excellent.
This 13-hit mammoth of a special, a Null's Guard, has knockback and has an increased critical hit chance on every hit. And remember, he's a tank. Level 4s make you invincible. His specials aren't the strongest damage out there. There are definitely blades that hit harder than he does, but he does pretty darn good damage. Keeping aggro, not even a challenge.
Driving us into a corner, eh? I've got to admit, I'm impressed. Come on, Theory. Praxis. Try a little harder, won't you? You were born to fight, weren't you? So act like you mean it.
Understood. Praxis, let's go.
I'll set them up for you. Move on my signal.
She vanished.
Where'd she go? Praxis?
The core crystal.
What?
She turned into core crystal?
What's the meaning of this? Has her driver succumbed?
Damn! They demolished the support squad? Guess the plan to keep her driver at a distance backfired. Can't anyone do their bloody job right? Theory, we're leaving.
But what about Praxis?
We can't just stick around, can we? Shut your trap and do as I say.
But...
Forget about that good for nothing. Just hurry up and come with me.
Ugh.
This was such an awkward quest for me. Between all the mishaps that I've told you about, it was already something, but I got Praxis's core crystal from that, and there was a cutscene at the end of it, so I assumed that I'd already beaten this quest, and it sat uncompleted in my quest log for half of the playthrough, until I checked my quest log and saw it still in there and was like, wait, what? I already did that. And then, turns out, no, I hadn't beaten it. Something about Praxis in theory makes me a dunderhead. And by the way, their names, Praxis is Latin for practice, so practice in theory. Lady Morag, I'm sorry. We cut the enemy's numbers in half with the aid of the Garfont Mercs, and we were able to defeat a driver. As a result, we lost most of the men in our squad and were forced to retreat. I knew Praxis's driver had to have been elsewhere. She must have returned to her core crystal after he was defeated. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. No, you are not to blame. The fault lies with me for incorrectly gauging the enemy's strength. It pains me to say, but I didn't expect to be contending with such a dangerous threat. Hey, no need to be so down in the dumps. It's not like the plan failed completely. We've still got one of them. Praxis and her driver are out of the picture now. And we got a good overview of our opponent's strength and plans. This seems like a satisfactory result. But we can't let rest of them just get away, can we? Agreed, and I don't intend to. The longer they remain at large, the more victims there will be. Then, we will continue our pursuit of the perpetrator and try to gather as much intel as we can. We'll also make preparations on our side so that we can move at the earliest notice. I wish you best of luck. Ma'am, yes, ma'am! The path to the end wasn't so crystal clear to me. Special level 3 plus swift evasion and a bio gauntlet, and not listed among the rewards was what I thought the reward was. Praxis's core crystal. Gonna be a little time before it finishes cooking. Now, for one last thing about Corvin, his party gauge gain on critical hits, every critical hit does that. That's kind of vague. So to explain that better, every critical hit gives you 3 points in a party gauge. 100 is a revive, 300 is a chain attack. Corvin, with his ability, stacked with other various abilities that raise that, can get you up to 24 points per critical that he lands. He's entirely self-sufficient, does good damage, tanks attacks, heals, keeps aggro, purges enemy berserk, and builds up revives and chain attacks. He's even tied for having the second highest critical hit rate in the game with that critical hit it benefits. I actually can't think of a single downside of having this blade. He's just a jack of all trades and has no particular downsides. He even has a super cool and pretty design. What is there to not love about him? To finish getting to know Corvin, he likes to drink. He likes his lassies fizzy. Both of his favorite items are purchasable in Argentum.
Delicious. One sip of this stuff and I can feel myself shining star bright. I love playing games with you guys. I hope Gramps wouldn't mind having a game or 3 with me.
Why does everyone in this game have to be so charming? I feel so boring in comparison to it. I'm usually the quirky one. And no, I wasn't shirking my duty of embarrassment. I just didn't want to hold things up in that fight. His other specials are Lacerna Noctis, Ex Tenebris Lux, and Ivelo Mortem Tyrannus. Maybe one was right. I hope one was right.
You've opened the door to unlimited possibilities. Dunno, I just thought I'd say something cool.
Corvin on his level 2 skill tree has wanted to go to Ilaria, Tales of Ilaria at the Waypoint Market in Uriah.
Off we go!
What will we find?
Homes always have a funny way of sucking you right back in whenever you think you're gone for a while. I see some atrophy over there. Hey, anything we can help you with here? Oh, well, since you asked, the Garfont mercs are always up to their necks in work. If you're pining for some work, we could do with a few extra pairs of hands. Nice! You need anything done? Just say the word, lady. Corvin's crew are gonna wreck this joint! I sincerely hope you won't, but here's what we'll need you to do. That's how they react whenever I try to sound cool. First, I'd like you to call some of the nomad Rhinan population. You'll find them around places like Farlane Wells. We've also got some Babile Brog subjugation that nobody's got around to yet. Oh, there's Naruba Opas as well. Those critters are such pests. Okay, hold on a mo. While you're at it, could you help us collect some rainbow bugs? Oh, and some blue ladybirds too. This is starting to get a little bit silly. I hear you. Is that everything? Well, if that's not enough for you, you could clear out some river bunnets at the cleansing spring too.
Can you take out the Macedo Erden at the Sternum Arch as well?
That should be about everything. Aces! That should be no problem. We'll get those done pronto. Corvin, don't you think we're biting off a little more than we can chew here? Hey, don't sweat it, Nia. I'm confident we can handle it. Just check out our talented drivers in our squad. Know what I'm saying? Cocky little shit. Some of Corvin's affinity reward conditions have been revealed. Corvin had question mark for all of his level 2 objectives except that one. That gives us light mastery. Forestry has been unlocked as well. This is all a very noisy way of saying that Corvin unlocks his skills unique from any other blade. Every time he levels up, check his light mastery, see where he wants to go, you'll see a cutscene, and then after that, you're free to just send him on merc missions to easily unlock the other skills. Don't send him on merc missions until this has been checked. Out of missing Uriah lately, I want to go out and just try to find those rainbow bugs that they asked for, because they're pretty easy to collectible to find around the head.
Flora heals an aching soul.
I have a hard time choosing whether I like Leftheria or Uriah more. Both of them are beautiful for completely different reasons, equally creative, just make me wonder what the hell goes on in other creative teams if Monolith is able to come up with such amazing locations on a regular basis that are unlike anything I've ever seen. I know it's the inside of a whale, but come on, it's got a translucent hide and the atmospheric conditions and how you got that sparkly rain and there's trees growing in the moisture in the stomach and all that. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Anyway, this has been quite a day, wouldn't you say? A new blade, a pretty interesting storyline that we got to go through, and another new blade waiting in the wings. I think that's good. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going back to Gormott and meeting up with Professor Tatazo. Spending some time with him at long last. See you guys then.
You'll get some good use out of this.
Oh, I will. I definitely will. I ditched Crossette to get even more overpowered pay-to-win tactics.
I could have sworn, in my experience,